Alright guys, welcome back. Ohio TA Patriot. So I've gotten a lot of things shipped to me that I've bought over the last probably last week or so. And I kind of wanted to give an update on one of the guns that I showed in one of my last videos. And also I want to show you guys all what I got ammo-wise. So I guess we'll start off with the Taurus, the 44 mag Raging Hunter revolver that I picked up from Palmetto, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. So, as you guys know, I got this I went and picked it up, I don't know, 2 weeks ago maybe. And I didn't have any ammo for it. I had a little tiny bit, and I did end up off camera. I did get it. I wanted to get it kind of somewhat dialed in before I did a video on shooting it. So, I shot it. I adjusted the sights and thought I had it pretty good, or close, but I ran out of ammo because I only had a very small amount of ammo for it. So I said, well, okay, so I had bought some ammo, which I'm going to show you guys in a second right here, but I had to wait until I got the ammo to do any more shooting. So the ammo came, I came out here, out to the back here, and I loaded it up and I shot. I got it pretty close, and I had an issue with the rear sight. So the rear sight is adjustable here. It's also adjustable on top for like the up and down. So the windage part, what happened was it has a screw to adjust the windage side to side, and it has little clicks so it doesn't move, I guess, like when you're just firing or whatever. And I had to go right and I had to go up. So I moved the thing right. A couple, maybe 3-4 clicks, and just for the heck of it, when I was doing that, I just went to go turn it back to the left, and it wouldn't move. Like, it wouldn't go back left; it would only go right. I'm like, well, that's weird. So it's like, all right, well, this was before I got the ammo. So when I got the ammo and I tried to shoot again, I was shooting a little bit too far to the right when I was shooting low left before. So I went to move it back the other way, and it wouldn't go. Like, the screw would not turn it at all. So I started kind of messing around with it and and it ended up somehow making it to where now the rear sight it kind of moves on its own and the screw doesn't seem to work anymore. So I don't know if the screw's broke, I don't know. So, but obviously the rear sight screw thing, whatever, was defective immediately anyways. So I'm gonna have to send it back. I thought about putting a red dot on there, right? It's got obviously it's got a pick rail on it. But in all honesty, I really would like to just send it back, make sure the rear sight's good to go. Because I'd rather shoot this thing with open sights anyways. I mean, yeah, it'd be fun to put a red dot on it, but I'm more of an iron sights guy. And you guys that have been watching my other channel and guys that have been around a little while, you guys know how much I really like iron sights, especially on, lever action 22s, any 22 almost, except for target 22s, which I have a bunch of those, and I only like those with either scopes or peep sights. And just anything I could shoot kind of faster, like lever actions and semi-autos and whatnot, that's going to be within 100 yards or less. I'd love to have open sights. So this, I wanted open sights, obviously, and if I want the option, obviously, if I want to put a red dot, that'd be great. But I want to have the open sights where they work. So I got to get a hold of Taurus. I did register it with the warranty and everything. I got to get a hold of Taurus and see where I got to send it to and everything. Which I was going to do that this last week, and I totally forgot to do it. So I still have to call them and get a hold of them and find out what I got to do. So that's got to go back for the site to get repaired or whatever they're going to do to it. So that's kind of a bummer because I was actually enjoying shooting it. So in the meantime, like I said, after I started getting it dialed in, I bought some ammo, and I bought this. So I bought a 200 round thing from, not this company, but a company that loads these, I guess. And I bought, actually 200 rounds came in 2 of these little ammo cans. 100 rounds per ammo can. So I just put them all in the same one because there's plenty of room. But these are all, I mean, they're reloads, but man, they are hot. And they're actually very accurate. This thing was shooting at about 20 yards. This thing was shooting like a group about like the size of, I don't know, 4 inches maybe. I was shooting on a bag, but yeah. So this is, the brass is extreme. It's extreme brass, 44 mag. Just a regular, you know, jacketed bullet, no hollow points or nothing. I got 200 rounds of these. They're actually really cheap. I mean, if you look at the price of what they sell this for at a 50 round box, it's like not even $30 or 30 beans. Let's just say that. I don't want to get this channel taken down this quick. So yeah, I got this right after I started getting this sighted in. I got this a few days later, and that's when the sight messed up when I first got this, like the first cylinder. So anyway, I got that. I still have a bunch of it. I've only shot a few of them. But I also got a whole bunch of other stuff. So as you guys know, I got this, the Maverick Security. It's got, I think it's an 8+1 mag. And there is actually ammo in it right now. The safety's on. There's not one in the chamber right now, but I do keep it loaded back here just in case. But it's just birdshot, you know, 2 3/4 inch birdshot. But I also, as you guys know, I got that mini shell adapter that slides right in the back part of there. So I wanted to get some ammo for that. So I did originally buy from Buds, I believe it is, these. And these are actually a little bit longer than the other shorty shells. These are like 1.9 inches. Regular mini shells are normally 1 3/4, which is 1.750. So these are a little longer. And I mean, look at this thing. It's tiny, right? So one thing I realized, and these are made by Sterling, which I've shot their buckshot before as well. So this is a mini rifled slug in here. And if you look close, I don't know if I can get that on camera, but you could see where the slug is, where the wadding is, and there you can still see like the powder is like past the brass part. You can see where the wadding right here is, and then there's like a bunch of powder. This thing, these little slugs in this gun, and it's very light because it's got plastic furniture. These little slugs kick like a 3-inch high brass shell in this thing. I mean, they're fun to shoot, and actually they're pretty accurate. I got to do a video on these things, accuracy-wise, at maybe, you know, 30, 40 yards to just see, because I'm interested in seeing. Now, this Maverick 500 security thing, and I think the other one, the shorter magazine version, it's an improved cylinder bore on this thing. It's not interchangeable chokes or nothing. It's just a plain old open bore, so you could shoot whatever. These things, just at like 20, 25 yards or whatever, shot like pretty good, but they kick. I mean, they got some recoil behind them for sure. So I got a bunch of boxes of these, and actually at Buds, they were actually probably the best price that I've ever seen them in my life. I was actually surprised they had them as cheap as they did, and the shipping was really good too. So I bought a bunch of boxes of these a couple different times. I bought, you know, whatever. And then I found they also had these, so the first time I didn't get any of these, I just got the mini slugs, and then the second time I went back on there to get more of the mini slugs, and I ended up getting these too. I got these Federal Shorty buckshot shells. Now, these are 1 3/4 inches. They're 15 pellet and number 4 buck. 1,200 feet per second velocity, which is decent. That's pretty good. It's probably a little slower. I can't remember off the top of my head what normal buckshot is. It's probably less than, or probably more than 1,200. Probably about more, maybe like 13 or 1,400 feet per second. I honestly don't remember now off the top of my head, but so these, I haven't shot any of these yet, and I want to, but I want to do a video on both of them actually. So these are 15 pellets of number 4 buck, which is a little smaller. I forget what the diameter of the buckshot pellets are. I want to say it's like 22 caliber maybe or something. I know that the double-aught buck is 32 cal, I believe. So these are a little shorter. And you can see they have a clear end cap on them, so you could see the stuff in there. And obviously they put that little bit of powder and whatever in there. So yeah, 1 3/4. Now, just to show you a comparison, like I said, these little slugs here are 1.9 something, and you can see a size difference right away. So there's no difference in the actual brass length. They're both like a low brass, which is kind of strange because, like I said, that thing, it kicks like a 3-inch high brass, like number 4 or whatever, and I've shot plenty of those. But yeah, these I have not shot yet. I do want to try them. And it even says on here 12 gauge Federal on there, you know, what they all say it. But yeah, these are smaller. So I got a bunch of these. Like, I think I got these. I think 5 boxes. The Sterling slugs, I think I got about 8 or 9 boxes of those because I figured I'd probably use more of those than I would the buck. And if I like these buckshots, we'll see how they do at maybe a little bit different ranges. I might get more because they're really cheap. If you could find them in the right, like the Aguila brand, I think the Aguila actually designed these originally. They're like the innovators and came up with that. But they're a 25 round box. Even at my local place, my local Dunham's actually had some 7.5 shot, which I didn't get. They were over $1 a shell. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So these 2 boxes were per shell were way less than $1 for sure. So as you guys know, switching gears a little bit, one of the videos I did back, I don't know, it was a little while ago. I bought a bunch of AR parts, and I had a barrel for a 204 Ruger for an AR, and I actually finally put that together last weekend. I'm still waiting on 2 things, so, but I can shoot it the way it is, I guess. I haven't brought it out, and I haven't done anything because it's been raining here like every day. But I did go online, and I bought some ammo. I also bought a die set, and I'm waiting on some brass as well, some range brass that I bought that I found a really good deal on. So I think Fast Ammo had these 204 Ruger. They're 40 grain. These are the heavier bullets. They're ballistic tip. 50 round box was, I forget, but it was really cheap. Way less than $1 a round. And it's 3,700 feet per second, which is pretty quick. Now, I know some of the rounds that the 204 that they make for the 204 are way faster than that. I forget what the normal is. But these, for what they cost me, I was seeing some that were way more money. And these are, I think they're Hornady ballistic tips. They got the red polymer tip in the end. And these things, I have a chronograph. I should probably maybe chronograph them. We'll see. But yeah, 50 rounds for, I don't remember what they were, but they were way cheaper than like a lot of the ones I was seeing. So I've had pretty good luck with Fiocchi stuff over the years, off and on. So I got a few boxes of these. I'm going to do probably some testing on this stuff. And then I also was on, I think, SG. If you guys are probably familiar with that, it's one of the bigger ammo guys online. SG had these cellular and below, which I've shot a lot of these out of 6.5 Creedmoor. And my Bergara HMR 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action rifle loves this brand. It also really likes the Norma. But these are the 32 grain. And it's listed on here, the feet per second for 32 grain is 4,127 feet per second is what it says. If I'm reading that right, yeah. So it's so small it's hard to read, but and it's also a ballistic tip. It's a different manufacturer. I don't know if Cellular and Below makes their own bullets or where they get their bullets from, but these are a different bullet. They got a different color polymer tip on them. They're the green polymer tip. So these are a little lighter bullets. I'm expecting these to be, from my experience, especially loading different rifle ammo, my experience, usually the lighter bullets, depending on the round and the rifle itself, the lighter bullets generally don't group quite as good. Usually the heavier bullets group better. That's why when I reload a lot of my rifle stuff, I usually don't load it to the max. I load it, usually I'll go with whatever the minimal number is, the minimum grain weight, and I'll go up like a grain and a half. That way I'm not trying to push it for speed. I don't really usually care too much about the speed of it, because I've learned a long time ago that when you try chasing your speed to get it as fast as you can, you sacrifice your accuracy, and that's been true for almost every round I've ever tried to do that with. I just figure I'm better off. I want it to shoot accurately as possible. I just go down a little bit from the max, probably usually just below middle or right around the middle, and I'll test it and see. And if it shoots like crap, then I'll try something else, or I'll try a different bullet. But like I said, I've noticed that the heavier bullets generally with a lot of rifle rounds generally shoot better, accuracy-wise. So, as you guys also know, I have a Ruger Blackhawk 357 that I really like. And 357 ammo, a lot of times, is expensive. And I have dies and everything for it. I just never got into reloading it yet. So I was on Devore, and they had a whole bunch of different ammo and reloading components for really cheap. So I bought 3 boxes of these, or 100 per box. A Spear, jacketed hollow points, 38 caliber, 158 grain bullets. And they're a jacketed hollow point, like I said. And they're actually really nice. Nice hollow point there. Kind of like a lead inside part of it, whatever. Jacketed. But yeah, so I also have something coming in 357 that's a longer barrel, 16 inches. So it's not here yet, and I will do a video when I get it. So yeah, I mean, I'll be going through. I got a bunch of brass for the 357. I got to dig it up and clean it. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. Just a quick little video showing you guys what I got. And yeah, we'll be back with probably another video maybe tomorrow. I want to do a video on that 204 Ruger rifle. It's all done. I can do a video on it. I don't know if I'll be shooting it, but I'm still waiting on a few parts. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. See you next video, and have a good one.